Welcome, it's Jason here from Our Scenic Adventures, and today I just want to give you a rig rundown of our Ford Ranger behind us and our Jayco all-terrain 23-foot van. So we're doing 6 months on the road, traveling around the top of the north of Australia down WA. Today we're located at home at Palm Cove. So I want to give you a bit of a rundown of our rig behind us and what we've done to get it ready for the next 6 months. So up front we've got a Ironman bull bar, some 9-inch spotties and a 12,000 pound winch as well to make sure when I'm bogged on the sand we can get out, what will happen pretty regularly. Over here we've also upgraded our tyres, a bit more low rated and all-terrain tyres. Underneath the car we've gone Tough Dog suspension, just a 2-inch lift. We've also added airbags, but I'll give you a bit more of an idea of why we've added airbags and weights etc. afterwards. A big upgrade we've done, we've gone to EGR flares. We've gone to EGR right across this car actually. EGR flares up the front, what turned out really nice. A lot of work in cutting those down and making them fit. Over here, just gone old-fashioned safari snorkel. Does the job, what's good. Over here we actually have a new product that I've just come across is these snap and zap mirrors. What I like about them actually is you keep your camera integrated and you can still have all your safety around. What's pretty cool, and they actually don't wobble like other ones you probably see. So they're really hard mounted and molded to the mirrors there. Coming down here further, I'll give you a bit of a inside look of what we've done. We've kept it pretty bog stock in here, to be honest, in the Ranger, but just added some seat covers, Razorback seat covers, what are quite nice. A Furon camera to mount to the back of our car, what's really good, and that's pretty much it. We haven't done too much on the inside. Fair bit of space. You can see we have 2 young boys, so sorry there's a bit of rubbish in there, but still a fair bit of space for them as well in the back. What's good. Canopy, so a bit of a rundown why we've gone fiberglass. Obviously first thing's weight, and this EGR canopy is actually really good. So far very dust and waterproof resistant. I was a bit worried about that honestly, obviously being on the road for such a long period of time, but test run, I'll drop some videos in what we did to Tinaroo on the weekend. We went some dirt roads and no dust, no water so far. So looks pretty sleek. Click of a button, you got your sides popping up here. Pretty cool thing as well, what they actually do on the EGR canopy is you can drop down the inside of that window there, so you actually clean your glass. It's pretty dirty, but have used it a fair bit, what's pretty cool. Coming around to the back, obviously it's got your standard mirror, well, glass that pops up here as well. One thing I do really like, what we've done on the back of the car here with the tailgate is added a gas strut. Obviously we have little ones, so that gas strut's been pretty good so far, so we don't knock any kids out on our trips. Drawers, so it's gone set of drawers here as well on both sides, what's really good. And again, in our Starlink, what we're going to have mounted to the roof as well, what's going to be good, so we can continue to work as we go around and stay connected. And then we've got a fridge slide as well, June fridge, does the job, really good actually, had it for a while. That's pretty much the car run around. What we've just recently added is a set of Boss airbags just for the weight. So we actually had 500 kg springs in the back to start with Tough Dog, and it was oversprung, so we actually dropped it down, went some lighter springs, and then added some airbags just to get that ride height nice and level as you're towing, what's been really good. Just to pop back to the car, what I didn't mention, obviously living off grid for a long period of time, in the car with our 12-volt system and 2-way batteries, is what we've done is pretty basic in the car. It's got a 120 amp hour battery, lithium battery, and then we've just gone a 120 watt solar panel on the roof. Honestly, it stays full. We're only running a fridge, so it's doing a really good job from that perspective. On on the van, so starting from the front, love this thing. So we've got a stone stomper. So far, amazing. Obviously keeps the stones going under the van. We'll be doing a lot of dirt roads and obviously corrugation, so that will come in really handy. Over here we've got a blackjack. Game changer, I would say. Started with obviously just a hand winding jack. You know, flick of a switch and up and down we go. Really good. DO35 coupling as well. That's been great. Faultless, really good. Up the front, it's got a big toolbox. Amazing from that perspective. Really basic, but just upgraded some locks on it because the other ones aren't that great when they come out from Jayco. Weber, keep the Weber in there. What's really easy, straightforward. Over here we have a full outdoor kitchen. We use this a lot so far. Comes in really handy, obviously cooking outside, what's great. One thing that I love on Jayco's is, from our last van, is that we have electric awning. That's a game changer. Pop the switch and you're in and out. Very faultless. We've also got, this is a cool product, pretty new product. I've seen a few people using it so far, is tie gear for outside awning. So drops down, keeps the weather out, wind out. Obviously being up the coast in WA, there'll be a fair bit of wind and rain, so that'll be really, really handy. Coming around the van, kept it basic. On suspension, Jayco is really great. They come with coil suspension, shocks, what's always good. One thing we did upgrade on the van is to these arc rated legs, as you can see. Yeah, these are great. The ones that come on the Jayco van, honestly, they break pretty quick, so they've been a game changer. It lifts the whole van off the ground. If I have a flat tire, I can change it honestly from these as well. What's been really good, and not need to slide away. What's great. Coming around the back, just some basic. We've got obviously for the kids' bikes there as well. Some drifter storage. What's been good. Our bin, what we love in here. Bin bag, everyone has one. What's good. Some firewood as well. Probably the biggest thing that I want to cover off, what I don't think I've seen anyone do, is with our battery system. So Jayco, when we got it, it came with two 120 amp hour and then two 250 solar panels on the roof. What's not too bad, but we want to kind of run the aircon and do those other things when we're off grid because we have little ones and stay there for a long time, for a week at least. So over here we have our, it's called a power station from iTech World, and I'll do a whole video on this afterwards about how we're going to stay off grid and what it is. But it's got 300 amp hours of lithium and a 360 watt inverter. So what I'm pretty much doing at the moment, this runs our whole van off grid. So we plug into the main as a main. We can run everything at once. So aircon, microwave, fridge, the whole lot can run. What's been really great, I would say roughly, without solar being plugged into that, we can probably run a week with off grid. But we've got another 500 watts of solar as well, that solar blankets that we also will be charging this with, what will be great. So I'll pop another vid on that. Bit of feedback, not sponsored anyway, but if iTech wants to sponsor me, that would be great. Over here, so we've just got our obviously water filtration system from PureTech. So far it's been amazing, plugging into there. Being straightforward to plumb that right in. Another thing, obviously being off grid and we're going to national parks, we've actually, the van didn't come with grey water, but we've probably gone overkill, but we've gone 100 litres of grey water. We actually have 300 litres of water, drinking water, and then yeah, 200 litres of grey. So we can pretty much, you know, store our water if needed in national parks, and then obviously dump it at a dump point from there. Another thing that with little ones, we've got 2 cassettes. I think that's going to be handy, just so we can stay longer off grid. What will be good? So just one other thing on the roof that we only just put in actually is our van didn't come with dust reduction system. My in-laws, they've had 2 Jaycos now. They got dust reduction on their new Jayco all-terrain, and they said it's been great. So we've actually put a dust reduction in. We went down to corrugations and dirt roads over the weekend. No dust. Well, it's great. So far, it's just a Dometic. So far it's been really, really good. I really rate that. So I'll give you a quick, we'll do another video afterwards of the inside, but I'll give you a quick inside tour of what the van looks like inside. A bit of a bit on the inside and why we went with a Jayco all-terrain, but we looked at multiple different manufacturers and had a couple of vans ourselves, and we were kind of set on the way that what we wanted to do on the inside and the layout, and we'll show you some of the mods that we've done. But honestly, we haven't really done that much on the inside. The Jayco, for a price point and what you get from it is been really, really good. So coming up on the inside, guys, on the inside of the van, we really wanted a north-south bed, and just because we hired a van, we did look at east-west, and we're climbing over each other. The great thing about east-west, obviously you can get a much shorter van, but you lose that space, you lose walking around, you have to climb over each other. So we end up with that. We also upgraded the mattress, what's really good, and it makes it a little bit longer, so we added that length in there as well. We went with this setup because with two boys, and at dinner time we just wanted to be able to sit here as like a family, obviously. Still, what's really good, TV, we went with upgraded TV. We've got Starlink, so we'll be able to have smart TV, stream, etc. with the kids, what would be really good on rainy days. Grace would be proud of this one. But we also just recently upgraded our tap here. It's kind of cool. You can pull it out, change the water settings. You've probably seen those in homes. Dometic fridge and freezer, what's good. Microwave. Still got a gas burner here. What's good, we use that a lot. Coming around, you can see we've got the boys' bunks. So Hugo's up the top, up here. And then we've got Ollie, because he's only 18 months old, still down in a porta cot. Grace really loved this design, obviously. Keeps him contained, I guess you could say. Some storage, just the boys' storage. Obviously we just unpacked from the weekend, so it's a bit empty. These are really good. Actually, one thing, so I didn't mention that I absolutely love on the Jayco, this Jayco, they've changed it since our, my in-laws actually have the newer Jayco, but their handles are horrible. But they're just literally like so amazing, these handles. They're so easy. That was one thing I really wanted actually in the van. So come on in, have a look around. This is our shower. We've got washing machine. What's really good for Grace washing. We've also got our shower here as well. Decent sized shower, toilet obviously as well for being off grid. Guys, that was a quick rundown of our interior. If you like this vid, obviously comment and like and subscribe. We'll be, next 12 months we'll be making content for you guys to see on the road, traveling around. What will be really cool, some awesome destinations across Australia exploring. So can't wait to show you some great places that we're going, and I'll put some vids in from the Tinaroo trip on the weekend. But thanks guys, and look forward to giving you guys some more content.